Interesting. This hero doesn't feel that strong in this patch to me. I think I've talked to you about some of the problems that I have with it, or some of the problems that the heroes has. It's a position 5 a lot of the time, right? But you're running it as like a
10
position 3 or
seconds
4, where
remain.
you're split pushing the map. You're taking this dangerous farm. You're
5
keeping the lane
seconds
shoved out while
remain.
you hide in the trees and throw out that nature's grasp. uh, you can't give up that kind of farm on the map to your position 5. Your position 5 needs to be actively participating in team fights and playing around your 1
Dire's
year 2.
turn to pick.
So he
I
fits kind of
speak for the
awkwardly into the way that
trees.
a lot of these teams like to play. I think that you need a completely different style play when you grab a tree and protector.
Yeah. And then you go ahead and just pick up the Nature's Prophet, which is a pretty decent way of dealing with NP or with the Treant. You can just take all the trees he likes to stand in for
10
invisibility and then
seconds
instead
remain.
turn them into tiny army men and then surround the Treant, and
5
he just
seconds
cries as he's
remain.
betrayed by his own people.
Yeah, that is true. It's a powerful combination there. Also great at scouting out the tree and protector inside the trees, dropping one of those sprouts, a sentry ward on top of it, or using your dust. Um, it's not nearly as easy for him to hide back there.
I would
Get up things too.
still really like to see the Leshrac. Because I think the
Okay.
idea is they're going to run this as a support Slardar. And then you still have PL potentially who can come in. And PL doesn't really care that much about nature's, about Treant Protector either. Wait a
No.
minute. That's a tiny.
That is a tiny. Now the question is, can you use tree grab but better and
There it
just
is.
grab tree protector and then toss him at somebody?
Dude, this has to be a massive oversight because they're just going to ban Leshrac now.
Yeah. The track is definitely getting banned out here. The PL was a massive oversight as well. Yeah, they banned Leshrac.
Leshrac and Ember are the two bans, 100%. They banned both of those, and then 5ManMidas have no answer for that hero.
Now, Ricky, be honest. You've been on point with a lot of things this tournament. Are you listening in on these teams' comms?
Yes.
10
I am.
Do you
seconds.
speak Portuguese?
See?
5
That
seconds.
that checks.
Dang, checks out. This guy, he knows how to speak Portuguese.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Very nice. Got him.
Reserve time, 25 seconds left. Probably
Radiant's turn to
give it to the
back.
Death Prophet. So they're worried about just heavy aggression and early game push. They don't know, man. They don't know, or they're worried about this Earth Spirit being a flex pick, I suppose, if they're getting rid of the Death Prophet, right?
I mean, I suppose maybe their idea is they want to put Treant mid into the Earth Spirit.
10 seconds.
That it would be wild. This is the first Treant Protector we've seen in the tournament. Back years and years ago, people used to run Treant Protector mid against Shadow Fiend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because Shadow Fiend required last hits to do anything, and Treant had 120 damage with a Quelling Blade level 1.
Yeah. Those are the days.
Yeah, you'd literally cry because Shadow Fiend he's just pinging the creeps as they all die to this giant tree man in your lane. You're like, someone help. Gank or riot and break items. Oh, they banned Underlord. Okay.
My old boss at Wildcard tell me about those days once in a while, his glory days, so to speak. Apparently, he used to play on a team with, or he played with like Brax and whatnot way back in the day.
I mean, this all looks good for me from Team Brazil.
Yeah, Storm Spirit banned out last year. Crystal Maiden picked up. Probably a counter to a spirit of their own here on 5ManMidas, right? That's probably what you want to
It's
grab
just
last.
good, right? The root, the nukes, it combos well, set up for PL to close the gap. Mana regen for all of these heroes is incredibly value. Yeah, it's nice.
But I know how active Earth Spirits. I very rarely see Earth Spirit and CM together, but it does solve some of the mana problems that Earth Spirit has. He doesn't need a ton of mana regen, but he definitely feels a little bit lacking at the start of the game. And there's the Spirit hero coming out last for 5ManMidas, which is one of the reasons why Imagine the Crystal Maiden was picked. The Root's just doing so well against Spirit heroes.
I mean, that's the only possible pick that they have here. It is. The only way that they can deal with this Phantom Lancer is the Ember Spirit. It's the only hero left in the pool. So, This is why I was surprised that Team Brazil didn't ban it, because now they at least have somewhat of an answer, but you are going Ember Spirit into the Earth Spirit, which is an Earth Spirit favored lane, like pretty dramatically. So, and it's, you know, favored as the game goes on. The instant silence from range. You have great chase, good magic damage. So I think that maybe that's why they banned the Underlord. They just were like, we'll deal with the Ember Spirit, but Underlord is annoying. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to see how this one goes, since 4DR can pull another rabbit out of his hat with this mid-Earth Spirit. It's been a real treat to watch so far. So if you guys haven't seen already, keep your eyes peeled this game. Go back and check out some of the earlier games that Team Brazil has played. All the videos are, I think, on the Twitch channel, if not on the YouTube channel, Beyond the Summit. It's been interesting to watch. I really hope this hero doesn't get nerfed in the next patch, though.
He's undefeated on this hero in the tournament, playing at mid.
Yeah. If you want to learn something, go watch 4DR replays, you guys.
Yeah, this guy's pretty solid.
We need to have a chat with Coach Mags. He never told me about this mid-Earth Spirit coming up ahead of time. He's supposed to be feeding me content.
All right, we've done it. Game number 2. Team Brazil versus 5ManMidas with their full roster this time. They're ready to go. We're going to see RL on his Ember Spirit in the mid lane trying to deal with 4DR's Earth Spirit. Is it even possible? I don't know, Neph. Sounds pretty difficult to me.
Definitely finding out. Can the open qualifier team from North America do it? Be the one team to shut down this mid-Earth Spirit. These guys, you're never sure what to expect out of them. The last game, I definitely didn't expect that kind of Enigma gameplay, but they have these moments of brilliance and ways of looking at the games that you don't see out of these, I guess, teams that are more involved in the professional scene. They kind of get stuck in one way of thinking a lot of the time.
Yeah, indeed. All right, they will go ahead. Delacor looked like he was trying to hold the, or try and find the enemy rune placement in the mid lane, but Slidar's day vision is pretty bad.
Yeah. I think Nature's Prophet is also looking for any potential wards here with the Treants and scouting this out. Actually not moving them over the mid tower to search for wards. Surprising. I thought that's something that he would do. He can potentially find wards on each side of the river, just throwing those Treants out to scout. I think the one that's like over here is the most common reveal.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do it on this tree, I believe, if you stand right there, but it is like a very small angle for it. So Shu will be on this off lane 4-position, not off lane, but 4-position Treant. 5-position Treant. Whoops. He's going to be joined by a Drow. Now, he can get like on top of the Nature's Prophet and do some damage, but Treant Protector is a very low armor hero. Only 1 when he's not standing next to his tower. And Slardar and Nature's Prophet are a lot of physical damage. You have a Blightstone to start it out, so if this Treant Protector comes up, he's going to be taking more than base damage. And they can start whittling away at their trees with these Nature's Call. Yep.
Also, great for getting on top of the Drow Ranger. Doesn't deal well with the Treants as she's a range hero. Theolacor isn't dealing well with this either, though.
There's a nice block. But I think he's going to be fine. We'll be able to just get away. That Nature's Grass did some serious work there, but he's still got boots, so it's not the end of the world for him.
Yep. I think Shu, I'm not sure if Shu forgot that he was playing tree and he could just phase right through trees there as he was trying to chase down Theolacor. It looked like he tried to path around them.
Well, he walked out of it for a moment when King RD hit him, and you lose your pathing when that happens. So he can't take damage, but now you'll see him as he just runs down King RD here. You do got to be careful, though. Like we said, he's got this Blightstone, and these trees, as well as the right-click damage from the Nature's Prophet, does quite a bit.
Yep. So with the 4 of them, he opts to just kind of back off. The kits get a little bit of harass off, and this is just what this lane's going to look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can talk mid lane real quick if we get a moment. It looks like Shu is safe for now.
Oh, yeah, I'd like a moment to talk about the mid lane of 4DR Earth Spirit versus RL on his Ember. He will have to get the second point in Flame Guard. Typically, the
blood is on the ground, and
Okay, not what I was expecting.
Okay, Jerry, we said you get 1 per tournament, and now you're just going to miss the bottom lane first blood? All right. This guy. He's just not pulling his weight today, Neph. I don't know what to say.
Is he hungover again?
He's probably still hungover.
Christ, this guy's been hungover for like a week. What's wrong with his body?
I don't know how he does it.
Does he not drink water or something? I don't know, man.
I think water's a foreign concept to that guy.
Give
Let's
him
go
some
back to
mon-
the mid lane, though. Let's talk about the mid lane again. We have the 2 points in the Flame Guard, which does allow him to survive the Boulder Kick. That's the big problem, right? It's 170 damage from the Boulder Kick, then the 220 Flame.
I did manage to catch that one.
Okay, well, it's all right. Jerry's struggling still.
Yeah, that was just trying to stand their ground there on the Nature's Prophet and getting immediately down. You know, now that you've got the Bash the Deep and Slitherine Crush, it's very easy for you to find these kills. In fact, Kits, you're going to go down. What do you say? Space equals damage?
Yeah, space equals damage for Slardar. Or basically distance equals damage. The farther you out, the further you are away from your tower, the more damage Slardar can do to you. Because essentially, he will always be able to just chase you down and continue clicking, especially with the slow from Slitherine Crush and the bashes constantly. So with Drow being this far in the lane, you will just, there's no surviving that without the Treant there to make space with the Nature's Grasp.
Yeah, the only heroes that can really fight into the Slaughter like that are like Gyrocopter with Rocket Barrage or Ursa with Color Points and the Fury Swipes, right?
Correct. So they have this off-lane IO Tiny, which is like a really old combo, right? But it just doesn't seem to be going too great for them, as Tiny's at 11 CS and you have a 21 CS Phantom Lancer.
Yes, PL is doing incredibly well this game. Costa Bile is, I mean, he came out with a pretty significant advantage in the last game as well. PA struggled to come online. I think this is just going to be a repeat, and when you're playing a direct counter to the Drow Ranger, it's even easier for you.
Oh,
He's going to take some damage, but he's completely fine.
Look
Sonic
at
is
RRL
not-
mid, though. Sonic dying, RRL dying. Who's going to go down? It's going to be the mid lane Ember, I think. He gets the steering chase. You missed the crush. Will he chase on 40R? He just needs the boulder kick, but Shu here to make some space. It does connect, but nice block there. Oh my god. Shu didn't take up the rune on the way to the lane, and now 40R gets the bottle refill.
Yep, he's trying to leave it there potentially for Ember Spirit, but they get nothing now. And 40R, his bottle's full. RL, he might just have to walk to base or something. Somebody has to go to base to help him refill his bottle.
He's just going to wait for 6 and 5-minute runes.
Still, that feels pretty bad. Not having a good time now. Down 18-4 to Earth Spirits at 26-7. It's only going to get worse given the fact that you're sitting outside the lane for this next wave, right?
Yeah, and this is kind of expected, right? The Earth Spirit does not have the regen problems that a Ember Spirit's going to have. You have way better stats to deal with the lane. Like, you have 860 health on an Ember. He has an already 1,000, almost 1,100 health on the Earth Spirit, plus the bonus regen from Bracer. And your item build just makes it pretty easy. He's going that early Urn, which he's done in the past, into Spirit Vessel, and then eventually just that Echo Saber comes out, and he just starts slapping people with that 50 damage talent.
It's been pretty wild to see it so far this tournament. I mean, he gets on top of somebody, it guarantees like 2 auto attacks at the very least in such a long slow. I mean, the Echo Saber and the base damage just deal tons of damage on this hero. My only issue with it is it doesn't have as much burst as a lot of other mid heroes do.
Spawnage.
Just a lot of Earth Spirit's damage is over time. In the past, you know, when Earth Spirit was very broken, of course, you could just roll into someone at like level 3 and do like 400, 500 damage to them and kick them back into your tower.
All right,
Now-
Avatar's bottom. CM just went from 100 to 0. So a nice gank there, and I guess just the right-click damage as well from IO and Tiny using that overcharge is enough to help finish off that kill.
Yep. It is. I mean, it's interesting to see Tiny and IO together again after so long. This used to be the El Clasico, right?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it, honestly, in this patch because we don't see Tiny as a core anymore. Like, this hero very rarely gets played as a core because there's almost no reason to. He just does basically the same thing as a support. Top lane, Delacor, I mean, he's stuck inside this Nature's Grasp. He's got to be careful. The multi-shot comes out. Do they get another auto? They will not. He's going to survive.
Ooh, Sonic also dropping incredibly low. I think these teams, they're trying to mess with Jerry.
Dude, he is struggling this game to find any of these kills. Oh, nice doppelganger there to dodge out the salve break, but ends up getting it anyway. Ends up spending a lot of mana to do so. Oh my god, wait, what?
That is just walking forward on KJ, getting the frostbite off, and tons of right-click damage coming out from Costa Bile. I mean, he's maxed out his Phantom Rush. So it's plus 33 agility. Is absolutely no joke when you're slowed down with the Bailey armor. This guy needs to get himself a buckler.
All right, I mean, top lane, they managed to just sniff him out in the trees, and then again, Nature's call to surround him. Delacor might die under the tower here. Oh, unless he gets bashed and then stunned. All right, he will go down, but a great rotation from 4DR. Just a double kill for King RD on the Nature's Prophet.
This guy just holding his ground over here, and they continue. I mean, he's got a catapult with him. He's going to grab this tier 1 tower as quickly as possible. They're playing needs a Treant Protector. They need to get this all in one go.
Yeah, it's looking like they're going to be able to get it. Great rotation here. They are losing a little bit of tower damage in the mid lane. Ooh, siege creep. It's going to go down. Well, they took some damage in the mid tower. RRL should be able to back on out. Oh, Frostbite's in range, but he will get the remnants away. Okay, he's going to survive.
This guy, he's got a TP behind the tower and go for it. Oh my god, this is such a risky move. He gets away with it, though. That was pretty telegraphed, I feel. Him TPing out with his town portal skull, you know he's going to use the teleportation to come back to the lane. I feel like you just wait right there for him to come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
4DR, we're in the jungle, clearing out 5ManMidas' camps, doing the economic damage. He's not able to find kills just yet.
Kit's just getting ran down by a Slardar with Tranquil's Windlace. He's just setting up a kill here for 4DR. I mean, you commit the Magnetize for sure. There's no reason not to. They'll be able to spread this around on over to Sonic as well. There's going to be a nice Southern Crush. They can continue the chase, but RRL comes in. A huge Wrath of Nature doing some work, but the Avalanche... It's there, the toss. Can they take down Slardar? He's on the run. They get a 2 for 2. All right, Drought ends up falling in the end to that Magnetize, just barely.
But a rough one for Team Brazil. They didn't go into that one thinking that they'd both go down. And, of course, XP went 100% the way of 5ManMidas due to the fact that they both died outside of XP range for Slardar and after the Earth Sphere went down. So it ended up being got about 100 gold swing in favor of 5ManMidas and 800 XP, which is the real doozy there.
Look at bottom though. King RD just came bottom to help assist Costa Bile with taking this tier 2 or the tier 1 tower. Whoa! Wait a minute. Roll in from 4DR following a frostbite, I suppose. That's all you need. Ember Spirit having a really rough game, and we seen Brazil get off to great starts before, but this one seems even better.
Yeah. Team Brazil just absolutely crushing it. Going back to how they started this tournament, right? I mean, they
shoot mid lane, in some trouble, but a nice avalanche toss. A huge overextension here from Brazil. They're going to try and chase, but they got nothing left. Monster, of course, not close to his blink. RL, 0 remnants left. They're up 10-6, a 5,000 gold lead here just before 10 minutes into the game, and when you have a Drow into PL, I don't think it really matters what other heroes you have. I mean, that's going to be a bad matchup at any point.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Drow Ranger, just managed to find herself an Iron Talon that'll make jungling even quicker for her.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, and she'll be able to start clearing out the Ancients thanks to this one. Black Dragon. Just Iron Talon it, hit it with the multi-shot. He's going to stack it first, in fact. Look at the efficiency of this man. Kits, the man, the myth, the legend, the faceless void.
We all remember.
Yep.
It looks like they're trying to get this Crystal Maiden in the jungle here. Wrath of Nature coming through, doing a little bit of work, but toss forward. Sonic RL is going to find himself a kill. He's on a killing spree now, 4-1, despite it all.
Yeah. Someone in chat is the theory is that Jerry is a secret agent from Arkosh to add to the drama by missing kills.
Ah,
The seeds of fortune.
I mean, maybe he is Archon. You never know, man.
Overestimate how smart Jerry is.
Yeah, I don't think Jerry's smart enough to come up with a plan like that, guys. Come on.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be an intern for
No,
us.
he's an intern.
Bottom lane, Monster's gonna walk at the other court, try to hit him with the toss avalanche combo, but he'll sprint around. Hard to get your hands on this guy, moving in almost 500 speed.
So RL is like trying to deep push mid, but he's forced to go these 4 points in the flame guard. Oh, and he's got Quelling Blade, no way to continue the push, but they're gonna roll up onto the high ground and they find the IO. 40R drops the Magnetize as well. We'll be able to spread that on over to Kits as a result, and he's gonna go down on the IO. He's able to just make space while they take the rest of the tower as well.
40R dropped a couple too many boulders there, in my opinion, but it's not going to matter. I think he's going to find all of his targets. Monster just about to drop.
Yeah, another great gank there. They will be able to find the Slardar, but I mean, Treant as well as Tiny probably going down here. He has a Crystal Nova in one, but it just goes to the Wrath of Nature.
King RD yoinks that one there. And Team Brazil continuing to push their advantage. About 1200 XP swing and 700 gold. King RD wasting absolutely no time, shoving out top, looking to get some damage in onto this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, when you're behind this much against a Nature's Prophet who's core, it feels so rough too, because you just have like an early Orchid and you can turn into so many different item builds here to punish these enemy heroes and just take more and more of their map away. I'm not really sure what you can do here on the side of 5ManMidas to deal with it. Spirit Vessel almost completed on 4DR as well.
I am curious as to what he's going to get. I'm not sure if it's going to be a Black King Bar, maybe a Blade Mail. It's hard to say. Again, your items really vary from game to game on the Nature's Prophet.
All right, they're trying to set up a kill bottom, but the other core just too fast. That casual extra Windlace, the 2 points in Guardian Sprint, give him the space he needs. They're pinging out the Drow Ranger mid, but I don't think he wants to dive that far by himself. Kits just has so little net worth. Only 4,000 here, almost 13 minutes into the game. Sonic as well as RL. They're going to find the Crystal Main. Goes for the Freezing Field. A little optimistic, but, you know, it's space, I suppose. But a little bit of gold going the way of 5ManMidas. 40R, that would be a fantastic kill. Great Remnant forward. He's going to get him with the Searing Chains, but a Manta basically coming out because of that Illusion Rune. RRL, oh, baby, baited by 40R. The Magnetize coming through. A huge Wrath of Nature. They can't take down the Earth Spirit. He's just too damn tanky. IL going for the TP out. Not going to be successful either. An Overgrowth holding him in place for a moment, but Thelacore, he's just slapping down this Drought. They can't keep her alive. Now they're looking for Shu on the Treant, the rolling boulders. They don't stop. King RD here as well. 4 heroes dead on 5ManMidas, and Team Brazil is going to take this mid-tier 2 tower very easily.
And you get absolutely nothing from this. Earth Spirit just so incredibly tanky, getting 4.4 strength per level. All he's got is Power Treads, an Urn, a Vitality Booster, and a Bracer. All 5 of your heroes were on him there, and you couldn't bring him down. This is wild to see. 4DR. There's no getting away from it either. I mean, once you commit, you're anywhere close to him. These rolling boulders are going to come out again and again.
Yep. He actually instead goes for a BKB this game. You know, why not?
I mean, he's going to be initiating playing very far forward in front of the rest of his team. That's something that we joke about is not having a frontliner slash dangler. Yep. If that's the case, you don't have anybody tanky to soak up a little bit of the damage, then your initiator needs something in order to survive while the rest of the team closes the rest of that gap. And this game, because he's got nobody like an Underlord to help share that burden, Black King Bar will do the job. Ooh.
So Sonic almost to his mech, but still pretty far away. I mean, not having a mech on IO by this point does feel pretty rough, or at least, you know, soon. He's about halfway through the recipe, but doesn't seem like it's going to be coming out anytime soon, as they don't have much of the map to farm anyway. 15-minute bounties. They will get 2 here on the side of 5ManMidas, but gosh, they are really struggling. A 10,000 gold lead here, and you're against a Phantom Lancer and a Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, things don't get easier for you. Gets to be like absolutely insane when he manages to find farm as well. Takes team fights so well. He's played pretty close now. Bottom lane, they are smoked up. I don't think they're going to find anything of value here. King RD wouldn't even be an amazing find.
I mean, it would be pretty good. It's better than nothing. They have the blink dagger. His smoke pops. He goes for it, but King RD's underneath the tier 2 tower, and he just goes ahead and drops the treants to scout it. I guess I'll just clean those up for some money. Not much, though.
This guy's brain is huge.
Bottom lane, look who they found. It's Kit and Io, the Spirit Vessel, the silence coming in from the Orchid, and Kit gets a good gust on the backside, but they can just continue chasing. Slaughter's just too dang fast. Rolling Boulder the wrong direction, I suppose. They're just going to keep going in. A nice 2-man stun. Overgrowth onto 1, but the roll in. 4DR, he's looking for the Drow. That's what he wants. The Spirit Vessel is there. A good Searing Chains onto 2. This might be a fight. Great one here going the way of 5ManMidas. 4DR, another Spirit Vessel. Kits, he cannot survive that one. He will finally pick him off, but a 3 for 2. Some seriously needed golden experience going the way of 5ManMidas.
Yeah, opening that fight recap now. It looks like, despite the fact that they managed to get the kill on the airsphere at the tail end of the team fight, it ended up being... Actually, no, that was pretty good.
Yeah, 1,500 experience.
Yeah, they do need that pretty badly right now. 700 gold for them, 800 gold for them as well. It's something. It's a recovery. I'm not sure it's enough, though. I mean, you've lost your top tier 2 tower. They hold your outpost right now at only 17 minutes into the game. Finding the Imp Claw now on the Phantom Lancer. I don't think things are going to slow down. I think you need more than that.
That's one of the best items you can get on the Phantom Lancer. Illusions do crit, so it just makes it that much better. Extra damage for all of the boys. And then you now have the Roshan as well. Slardar makes quick work of this, obviously, with that Corrosive Haze. Unless you drag Roshan out of the pit, and that's a little bit slower, but it's fine.
Smile.
They're looking for KJ. Monster has a blink dagger. The Crystal Maiden able to stay alive for a moment, but nice rotation from RRL as well. Finishes her off. They will be able to finish the Roshan, so now they know they need to back. Nice boulder dodge there from RL, but he is completely out of mana. And now Tiny, Avalanche Toss trying to turn around, an Overgrowth to get him away. Nice come in from Sonic. The mech is there, the wand, everything committed, but they're just taking so much damage from 4DR, and Costabile just gonna be able to keep diving. Nice gust from Kits will save them. They disengage entirely.
Yeah, it's 4DR just making the call not to go in. He stood his ground after that last team fight. They know that if they die there, they're not going to get any damage from this tier 2 tower. You need to focus on objectives. You don't want to give 5ManMidas a chance to get back into this game. So, as great as they're doing right now, they're speaking sense.
They have BKB available for the Nature's Prophet as they want it, and then 4DR close to his, more than halfway there. However, the Ember Spirit gets stunned for 1 second and dies to the Phantom Lancer immediately.
Just chained up there, thinking that he could commit onto the CM, playing way too close. Just to be like, gets out. He took a lot of damage right there from the Drow Ranger.
Yeah, the relocate back does end up killing Sonic there, as he didn't really have a safe way to escape, and they're going to continue to work on this mid tier 2 tower. They want to open up this this base. Is one tier 2 already taken top. PL can send some illusions bottom or himself bottom to try and pressure the third. And lane how Avalanche Toss comes in from Tiny. He gets a kill. I mean, they're getting some pickoffs here and there, but it still feels very difficult to play this. KJ, not where you want to be on this Crystal Maiden. We'll get the Frostbite off, a toss back into Shu, and Avalanche as well, taking a lot of damage from these big blundering idiots of a hero. But KJ ends up dying to RRL.
There's several kills starting to go in their direction. Unfortunately, CM isn't worth a whole lot. Next least on the slider, so they're keeping all their big heroes up still, regardless of this push, and losing a couple bodies. Nature's Prophet will be split putting the top lane. I mean, somebody's gonna have to get back and defend here.
Yeah, someone will. I'm assuming it's just gonna be either Treant or Drow, because she can't really be outside of the base. She's not very mobile. RRL feels a little bit safer, and Monster does have a blink at least. So speaking of Monster, caught by the Phantom Lancer. A lot of damage coming in, however, from this PL, and from the Drow and the Ember. They almost get the first life. They do a very aggressive blink forward, and now the BKBs come out. The stuns in place. Ember out of mana. He will fall. And on the backside of the fight, they lose the Treant as well as 40R just continues the chase. Delacour looking for more as well. A blink forward in. Relocate as, or I'm sorry, the teleportation as well from King RD, and they just get a double kill on the Ember, or on the Earth Spirit. Did you go the damage down? He did.
Yep. There we go. He's doing absolutely wonderful this game. The Earth Spirit sitting at 9, 3, and 8, but can't really say we're surprised. I mean, we talked about this in the drafting phase. I think he's won every single game he's played mid Earth Spirit this tournament. The guy just a step ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, he's going to be real sad if this hero's nerfed come Thursday.
I'm going to be sad as well. It's been a real treat watching it, and I love Earth Spirit.
Valve's just going to be like, all right, this 50 damage talent, it's gone. No way. We're done with this.
Fine, I played the support, man. Just take the other one. I mean, it is such a massive gap closer when you get the rolling boulder distance.
It really is. Oh, mid lane. All right, blink in from Monster, trying to do some harassment. RRL gets caught by the silence and an Orchid, but the stun's off the mark, so he's going to be protected for the time being. They do need to back a little bit here. 40R's Earth Spirit, he pops his BKB, but a lot of damage coming from the Drought. RL, he's just out of mana. The Phantom Lancer Illusion is just doing too much work, and they can continue the chase into the base. A Sprout, no way out. Huge freezing field coming in from the Crystal Maiden. Delacour is going to be able to bash up that IO as well. Shu on the run, pretty much nothing left, but the bigger target's going to be Monster if they can find him. Delacour stuck in some trees, but a nice doppelganger there actually breaks the trees, which is kind of sick.
Yeah, doing a tip to Delacour for some reason. I mean, these guys, there's nothing they're able to do to defend here. They can stall out for a little bit thanks to this living armor, but heals on top of your tower. King RD's clicking it down. So much damage in between all of them, and they're looking to play this fast. They got Vladimir's offering on King RD.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to do something here on the side of 5ManMidas and slow this down, as you're saying, but every initiation can just get punished so heavily. You don't have overgrowth. They go ahead and buy back the tiny kits. They do have relocate forward potentially if Monster can find a target, but Delacour, he just comes back, stuns him up. They got to find something, a nice slight change from RL. They will just sacrifice the Slaughter. I think at the end of the day, you're not too worried about that as long as you don't lose anyone else. Well, King RD, no BKB for 2 seconds, trapped inside his own Sprout, and they'll get 2.
Excellent find there by Monster, grabbing a Nature's Prophet on his way out, just blinking onto the back line, realizing what Slaughter was up to, knew that Slaughter, he's practically given up there, so finding a little bit more thanks to him. These things go the distance. I mean, it's 3,000 XP and almost 2,000 gold there, but again, I'm not sure it's enough. This game doesn't get easier as it goes on. You're playing Drow Ranger into this Phantom Lancer. That is so hard.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen how much damage the PL can do in these fights, and he's not really even he's not really even slotted yet, and it's just going to keep getting worse. Like, he out farms you so fast. Almost has the oh wait, does he actually have Abyssal? Okay, no, he just has Basher, Vanguard, but he's going the Abyssal Blade, which will be pretty sick. You can always go for the Aghanim Scepter on this hero as well, giving the 0 cooldown on that Phantom Rush, so you can always gap close the IO or the Drow here.
Yeah. It is going to be insane, man. I don't know how they're going to play into this as the game continues to go on here at 5ManMidas. I mean, Treant Protector is able to hold towers. Ember Spirit has got his Maelstrom spam things out, but eventually there's going to be such a massive net worth disparity that they're going to like 1 or 2 shot you all walking into your base with BKBs.
Yeah. It's funny, 40R is like hunting Shu in the top lane. He's trying to find him. He might just go for a random boulder roll through the trees. It's like he's going to start doing it. If he connects, immediately pop that dust and try and take down this Treant Protector.
Have you talked about KJ's BKB, by the way?
No. KJ has a BKB?
Absolutely.
Oh, he gets the dust. He knows he throws it out. I mean, the question is, can he get him? Magnetize, he gets the vision as a result of that for the moment. Oh, he doesn't. Unable to find him. Shu juking it out through the trees. He guesses incorrectly there.
Yeah, but he's just buying time. I mean, this is what his prophets do, especially when they're losing. But that's one of the reasons why it feels a little bit awkward. You move yourself into playing a position 5 that shoves out lanes and takes farm from the allies and needs space created for him. Or
this might be a bait. They're looking for King RD here. Shu does have Overgrowth. The Avalanche would toss everything here. You can't go for the TP. There you go. A beautiful Overgrowth. Going to prevent that from happening. And he does put himself inside the Sprout, but a great find. BKB and Nature's Prophet dead. All of this space in the top lane made by Shu ends up resulting in a fantastic kill as well.
So a lot of gold going the way for that one. Fight recap says it's 1800 XP. And
there's your Abyssal Blade. Finds the Ember. That's a big kill.
yeah, there's so little that they're able to do to this Phantom Lancer at this point. I mean, it's all fun and games until he actually shows up for a fight. You managed to kill Nature's Prophet, sure, but this PL, 18,000 net worth, double what RRL has, more than double what the next highest person on your team has.
Goodness, yeah.
Goes to be like he's massive. He's gonna play slow for now. I feel Roshan responding in the next minute and 20 seconds here. I think they grab Aegis, they grab Cheese, and they get themselves maybe an Eye of Scotty on the Phantom Lancer or.
Oh my god, KJ with the hate in the bottom lane. He's tired of being blown up by this Tiny, so he stalks him out and commits a full BKB and Freezing Field to make sure he dies. Channels it to the full extent, as you should.
Yep, and it's for style points if nothing else. That's a double damage room just outside the Roche pit as well. They're going to be very happy to find this one once it does spawn. Another 50 seconds here. Oh, no.
I mean, I feel like they don't even need it, which is the thing. Like, they don't really need the Roshan to go high ground. You have this gem now on 40R. He's going for an E-Blade, it looks like. Really good against the Drow Ranger.
Yeah, I'm not sure they need much. It's more about things that they want at this point. And so far ahead they are. Paladin Sword now found on Costa Bile as well. I'm not sure who this is going to go to, though. I guess I'll just hold it for now. And as he works on his Eye of Scotty. So again, tier 3 neutral items, Eye of Scotty, and Aegis are all going to sort of come online at kind of the same time here.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, the roll. He's still looking for Shu. Oh my gosh, 40 Rs. A little bit salty here. He has the tree. Wait.
You throw Sean.
He puts the sentry down, so he does know that there's a ward there. And oh, there you go. The boulder does connect this time, and Tree Protector not gonna be able to survive. Yeah, he saw the ward and immediately was like, oh crap.
Yeah, I'm surprised that an observer ward up there instead of just having to follow where it might be and figuring him out and just going to express if you flying position this 500 radius.
Well, Roshan number 2 gonna fall. Aegis and Cheese. They'll put that on the Phantom Lancer, and this should be the end of the game. I can't imagine they drag this out any longer. I mean, you have a 30,000 gold lead here, 28 minutes into the game, and there is no way that you can stop this Phantom Lancer.
I mean, they can pump out damage. They can throw out Nature's Grass to slow down the push. They can heal up the towers with living armor, but eventually there's going to be that straw that breaks the camel's back, right? You know, Blink Daggers is just going to run at Blink Daggers and BKB that run at every single hero on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, you have Assault Cross nearly done on Nature's Prophet. I have Scotty almost available. The thing is, like, you could wait for these items, but again, I don't think it really matters. Well, mid lane, PL taking a lot of damage here. He's not getting a lot of help from his team. His first health is gone, but Drow Ranger able to be healed up here from Io. A huge freezing field, making some space for her team, but Searing Chains. Okay, they somehow managed to take down one. The question is, can they get more? Cosplay falling low, but a roll on in rather from 4DR. He's just dying under the towers. Okay. 5ManMidas holding it. You're losing a ranged barracks, but the melee still stands. Monster's looking for a kill. Yules comes in just in time. Do they have to relocate? No, they do not.
They let them walk out of the base, the tail end of that one, and fight. Golden XP, 2,000 gold going the way of 5ManMidas and 4,700 XP, which are great, but you lost your range racks there. And again, I don't see this getting easier for you. You should have closed the gap down from 30k to something else, but they're just so much better farming here on Team Brazil.
Yeah, that was honestly a really sloppy play there from Team Brazil, because the PL just like went in by himself, and honestly, he needs his team sitting behind him, so when they try to make those plays onto him when he has that Aegis, he can still feel pretty safe and tanky, but he just walked in and died, and then the rest of his team finally shows up, and then you don't have that Aegis security. PL, though, does have that Abyssal. If he can find Sonic here, it'd be a fantastic kill, and in the mid lane, they do find Monster instead. Costa Bile, he's going to find the Io now. He did see the Wisp, and he's going to blow that hero up so dang fast, and Tiny will go down as well. Buyback's not available. for either. Shu channeling the TP home, but it's not going to happen. KJ able to catch him with that frostbite. Now 3 heroes dead. And on the backside of the fight, they're chasing after 40R onto RRL's Ember. There's going to be the Orchid of Self Yules to give him some space, but he doesn't have a Remnant out. He's got to run. RRL gets 2 dropped, has 1 more coolant down in just a second. Nice searing chains, but a Yules comes in from Slardar. Do they have the catch? Do not. RRL continuing this chase, but KJ gets a nice slow. The silence comes in, boulder kick. Ember Spirit gonna go down here as well. Ends up being a pretty big disaster, and now mid lane, this PL onto the Drow Ranger. I mean, right? You have the Abyssal Blade. You can gap close so easily. He buybacks on the Ember, but it doesn't matter. Your team's already dead, and this is pretty much what we expected. Just took him a little bit longer here from Team Brazil to close out this game. I don't know, Neph. Looks like Team Brazil pretty happily going to take a 2-0 here this afternoon.
Yeah, there's nothing they're able to do. Both towers just dropping right away without the damage. Possible tower flag coming up from them. You can't fight into Coach Kabila. He is just too big. 24,000 net worth. Your Drow Rangers are only 12, and there it is, the 2-0 as they call it, the GG. Amazing gameplay out of Team Brazil, rounding off this group stage.
Yeah, I mean, 2 quick games today, or 2 quick series rather. I mean, both going 2-0, and this will finish off the tournament bracket for the group stage, allowing us to get an idea of what to expect for playoffs. But yeah, an incredible game, as you said here from Team Brazil, game 1 and game 2. I mean, there was just no point here where they didn't feel like they were in control.
Yeah. It's pretty well said. I mean, they started taking very early towers on Nature's Prophet. 4DR, phenomenal performance on this mid-Earth Spirit as usual. Always itemizes amazingly. This time it's going for a BKB to easily dive the heroes on 5ManMidas. And I gotta say, I feel for them. I mean, my boys, open qualifier team from North America, hoping they would end this group stage a little bit better than this one, but this will put them as far down to 7th, right?
Yep, so that will finish the group standings. We can go through them real quick. Beast Coast taking that #1 spot. Second, to my knowledge, is going to be 4 Zoomers. And then third is Sad Boys. Fourth will be Thunder Predator. Fifth will be Team Brazil. Sixth will be the disgusting Team Arkosh Gaming. Get them out of here. Seventh will be 5ManMidas. And eighth will be Jaguares. So that will be our upper and lower bracket. Obviously, they will be able to pick their opponents for those upper bracket matches. But we did it, Neph. We made it all the way through the group stage.
We did, and you guys have some exciting thing to look forward to tomorrow. I got the schedule from the admin. We'll be starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. That'll be 4 Zoomers against Thunder Predator, followed by Beast Coast against Sad Boys at 4 p.m. Pacific or 7 p.m. Eastern.
Wow. All right. Super excited then. So everyone make sure to tune in at those times. That's going to do it for the Americas group stage here on the Beyond the Summit Pro Series Season 4. Obviously, a big shout out to Monster, our sponsor for the tournament, for keeping us energized through the entire process. But yeah, that's going to do it. Make sure to follow Neph on Twitch and Twitter. If you're not already following him, you can see his tag on screen here at Neph Sensei. You can check me out here as well at rkryptic. That's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for tuning in and for following us through the process. We will see you all tomorrow, the beginning of playoffs, and then get ready for the patch drop on Thursday. We got plenty of Dota coming. We'll see you all very soon. Thanks so much for watching.